Hey there YouTube, California Prepper. This is going to be a review of one of my favorite knives I have ever owned. One of the most beautiful knives I've ever seen made. It is the ZT0560. This was the holy grail of all grails to me when I started collecting knives. My baby's a little dirty. Let me clean off the blade for you guys. Just one of my favorite knives of all times. Gorgeous knives. Probably one of my favorite knives ZT's ever produced. And just want to do a quick review of her before I trade her off. Unfortunately, she is going to be traded. I've had her for the last 9 months and probably only carried her 9 or 10 times. I am getting a couple knives that I have been wanting for a very long time. And she will be going to a good home, a friend of mine on Instagram. So with that being said, let's jump into a quick review of this knife before I clean her all up and put her in the box and get her shipped off tomorrow. So with that being said, let's jump right on into it, shall we? As you can see, the blade is pretty hefty in size. It's drop point style blade with the hollow ground edge on it, and it is very sharp still. It still has the factory edge on there, and this L-Max just holds a great edge. I mean, this thing will probably stay sharp forever if you just strop it up. So very, very big fan of the L-Max. Stonewashed blade. It is 3 3/4 inches long, so 3.75 inches long. You have a 5-inch 3D machined titanium frame lock side, and you have a 3D machined G10 side. You do have a 4-way reversible pocket clip, so any way you want to switch this around, you can do that. The way I set up my lanyard, there's a couple ways you can do it. You can either run it directly through here, or how I did it was I just wrapped it around one of the standoffs, and it's perfect. It comes right out the back, so it's nice and even. And just a really sleek looking knife. I'm a big Kershaw fan. This is ZT, everybody knows, is made by Kai, the makers of Kershaw. And who doesn't like Rick Hinderer designs? Sleek, sleek knife. I absolutely love the 3D machined G10. Let's get a couple of views of this so I can show you just how sexy this knife is. If you have never held a 560, you've got to do it. This is by far one of the most ergonomic and sexy knives out there that I've ever held anyways. Love this knife. Now, shortly after this, ZT's design started getting a little too futuristic for me. If you guys have seen, the 0777, that's kind of pushing it for me. The 0454, that's just way far out there. What are a couple other ones that... I mean, even the 560 carbon fiber, I did like the titanium side. That was pretty cool. It looked real futuristic and sleek. But I didn't care for the lightning strike on the blade. Not a big fan of that. I wish they would have did something more like they did with the rake back in the day. But unfortunately, it has that lightning strike down it. So that's really what's keeping me from going after that knife in itself. But the 560 is just an awesome design. I don't think there's anything you could change on this knife to make it any better. It's just a great, great knife. Unless you want to lower the price. I mean, these are still going for... Sorry about that, guys. These are still going for $220. This knife needs to be oiled up a little bit. They're going for $220 still on eBay, $219.99. MSRP on these is $325. So, I mean, they are still up there in price, but you can definitely find them for about $200 if you shop around. Great, great knife. It's actually rolling on the KVT ball bearing system. It still needs to be oiled. Haven't oiled this knife in a while. Just been sitting in the box, not being messed with, because like I said, this thing's only been carried 9 or 10 times. Just really gets babied more than anything, and that's part of the reason I'm trading it off. These other two knives will get a lot more carry time, and I won't be so scared to use them, really, you know, because if something happens to this knife, I don't have the money to replace it. So just wanted to do a quick review for you guys and show it off a little bit before I trade her off. Hopefully I'll do a couple more videos with her before I trade her off. I will go and oil it up and show you guys just how smooth of an action this has. Right now it's a little stiff because it has been in the box for a while. So with that being said, I will probably edit that into the end for you guys. So I will be back with a quick little snippet of just how smooth this knife is. And I'll talk to you guys later. California Prepper, I'm out of here. Alright, we are back. We just put just a few drops of this blue lube, and check how smooth this knife is. I cannot even believe it. Barely flick it. This thing falls closed. Wow. That is so smooth. It has never been that smooth. Man, I gotta start lubing up all my knives before I carry them. That is just amazing. Wow. This thing is... It just blows my mind what a little bit of oil can do, guys. Wow. Now, I am a true believer that that KVT ball bearing system is fucking awesome. Sorry for me cussing, guys. This is just... Oh my god, you have no idea. This just... You shake it and it falls shut. That is freaking nuts. Wow. That's awesome. This blue lube from Benchmade. Awesome. Definitely worth the price. Wow, that is just it. I can shake it open. Oh, let's see. Alright, maybe not shake it open, but just about alright. Crazy what some lube will do. So that's gonna do it, guys. California Prepper. I'm out of here with the super smooth, silky smooth ZT0560. Have a good one, have a good night. I'm out of here.